Amanda Montell, Cultish, The Language of Fanaticism. Welcome to the fascinating world of Cultish, The Language of Fanaticism by Amanda Montell. In this book summary, you'll discover that cultish behaviors aren't just limited to religious extremists. They can also be found in a wide range of organizations, including fitness companies, MLM organizations, and even in megacorporations like Amazon. We will examine the complex language and psychological manipulation employed by cult leaders, observe how believers' needs for identity, purpose, and belonging are met in cultish groups, and explore the consequences faced by members who try to break free.
The common themes of cults. Cults are created by people's need for identity, purpose, and belonging. Cults can be malevolent, like the Branch Davidian sect, or benign, like CrossFit. One crucial difference between them is whether members will face danger when leaving. For instance, Jim Jones followers threaten defectors, while members of 3HO believe that leaving will result in reincarnation as cockroaches. Cults share common themes such as ritualistic activities, specialized language, and an us versus them attitude. The Grateful Dead and Phish have cult followings, but stopping following them has no major consequences. Even large organizations like Amazon can exhibit cultish tendencies due to having a strong leader, distinct jargon, and harsh work conditions. The rise of fitness cult. A significant number of American millennials are not affiliated with any religion. For some, gym membership provides a sense of belonging and ritual akin to worship services. Society has a tendency to use the word cult humorously, but distinctions between legitimate religious organizations and abusive cults can have fatal consequences, as seen in the Branch Davidian sect standoff with the FBI, resulting in numerous deaths. As human beings are not built for loneliness, this shift towards fitness as a substitute for religion could significantly alter the way society defines and engages with faith. The tragic end of Jim Jones and the People's Temple. Charismatic leader Jim Jones founded the multiracial People's Temple in Indianapolis during the 1950s, attracting disillusioned African Americans with promises of a better life. By 1974, Jones moved his followers to Jonestown, Guyana, determined to build a socialist paradise away from the United States. However, the experiment failed catastrophically in 1978 when a U.S. congressman visited Jonestown to investigate conditions. Jones ordered his followers to kill the congressman and visiting journalists, then directed 900 of them to drink poison-laced Flavor Aid. This tragic event gave rise to the saying, "drinking the Kool-Aid," describing blind loyalty to a leader. Shadowy groups can benefit from rebranding and secrecy, attracting followers and inciting confusion. The dark side of thought control. Cults, MLMs, and CrossFit all employ thought-terminating cliches to override independent thought and justify their ideologies. Language is a leader's charisma that enables them to create a mini-universe and compel their followers to heed its rules. Scientology falters individuals for anything that goes wrong, while MLMs blame their salespeople for their failures. Even CrossFit utilizes thought-terminating cliches to urge students to ignore muscle fatigue and push on. These cliches allow for the suppression of questions and lead to blind obedience, making it essential to be aware of their use. Scientology's hidden pitch. Scientology starts with self-improvement courses and gradually reveals its teachings, requiring thousands of dollars to climb a level and achieve spiritual enlightenment. Scientology, widely known for its fantastical theories about Xenu the Galactic Overlord and evil alien spirits that attach to humans, has a less conspiratorial version for its potential followers. Recruiters start with a less threatening pitch, offering $35 self-improvement courses to teach tools for coping with life's challenges. Once students join, Scientology gradually acclimatizes them to its teachings. Scientology's jargon is extensive and includes terms like suppressive person for those skeptical about Scientology's teachings, and potential trouble source for members with faith doubts. Those who persevere in Scientology aim to go clear, a term for reaching Hubbard's level of clarity and spiritual enlightenment. However, becoming clear requires long-time followers to spend thousands of dollars to climb one level, and thousands more to achieve the next. Despite its promises of spiritual growth, leaving Scientology is not easy. It has been reported that some followers face difficulties when they try to depart. Therefore, you can't spot a Scientologist by their actions or clothing, you can only realize if they have a Scientologist's pitch. The dark reality of MLMs. MLM companies use cultish language to lure followers into a false sense of dream but ultimately leave them with boxes of unsold products and broken relationships. Multi-level marketing or MLM companies prey on the vulnerabilities of those they are able to recruit as their sales workforce. Starting with Tupperware, early MLMs targeted non-working wives in need of extra money and now include popular brands such as Amway, Avon and Mary Kay. Recruiting pitches have evolved to encourage women to tap into their inner girl boss by becoming mompreneurs. The MLM pitch advertises the dream of independent ownership of a thriving business with a chance to become rich. However, 99% of recruits never make any money and are left with unsold products and broken relationships. The companies use cultish language to convince their salesforce that they are a part of an elite group compared to fools toiling away in cubicles, labeling people with full-time employers as having a jackass of a boss. MLMs use an ethos of self-sufficiency to reinforce the idea that success or failure is the salesperson's own doing. The problem lies in their scheme and the behaviors it encourages, using susceptible individuals to lure more unsuspecting victims into their downline. MLMs are not just money-making organizations, they also create cult-like communities that build on the insecurities and dreams of desperate individuals. The deceptive business model of MLMs. Multilevel marketing, MLM, preys on the dream of financial freedom, but most recruits lose money before giving up. While MLMs discourage negativity, they use a mix of spiritualism, cinema, and bootstrapping ideology to promote their deceptive business model. With the traditional American work ethic and feminism, MLMs like Mary Kay encourage women to conceal their spending with a husband unawareness plan, and Octavia uses social media to sell diet pills without mentioning the brand. MLMs are the product of Western capitalism, exploiting people with a willfully deceptive approach to business. Cult-like culture in the fitness industry. The fitness industry has adopted a franchise-like model, with companies like CrossFit, Barry's Bootcamp, Orange Theory, Peloton, and SoulCycle leading the pack. These brands seek to create a cult-like following among their members and often use language that positions instructors as gurus or clergy. Peloton charges a premium for its expensive biking workouts and has a tribe of followers that idolize top instructors. Fitness companies ultimately leave it to members to decide when to stop, but they encourage pushing to the limits. While not cults, CrossFit and SoulCycle have faced issues for biased and shaming behavior. Instructors are expected to present themselves in a way that members would want to emulate or be attracted to, contributing to the cult-like culture of the fitness industry.
As we conclude our exploration of cultish, it's clear that the world of fanaticism takes many forms beyond the stereotypical images of religious extremism. Montell effectively illustrates the shared traits among cults, including the ritualistic nature of their activities, specialized jargon, and the us versus them mentality. We've delved into the psychology of cult members, their yearning for a sense of identity and purpose, and the barriers they face in leaving these organizations. We also gained insights into the broader cultural context when considering the quasi-cultish behaviors observed in fitness brands and MLM companies. Ultimately, understanding the mechanisms and the allure of cultish groups can help us be more discerning about the organizations we choose to involve ourselves with and better equipped to recognize and resist manipulative tactics.